if you're a bit like me, you struggle with consistently creating engaging content and managing multiple advertising platforms. There are so many out there, and it seems like there's a new one every month. And Dippidi has some fantastic solutions for helping you streamline your marketing efforts. And they have lots of variations of solutions depending on what fits your needs and your business model best. Dippidi is a leading digital marketing agency that has been helping real estate professionals enhance their online presence, generate leads, and grow their business. So today we're going to explore one of their latest products, Dropz, as well as an overview of Dippidi, who, for those of you that are not familiar with Dippidi, with Austin St. Jean, the co-founder of Dippidi. So Austin, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, Elena. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I'm curious, just starting from the very beginning, what initially inspired you to create Dippidi?
Yeah, so I think naturally, I've had this entrepreneurial spirit since I was younger. As we were chatting beforehand, I used to start in music, so that's kind of my first entrepreneurial journey was music, and I really dove in head first and tried to make it in the music industry. Got the chance to open up for some really cool artists and everything like that. But it is a grind, and it failed. It didn't work out. But it taught me a lot of lessons. And as I was going through school and got my marketing degree at USF and got to meet a couple great people and get an opportunity to work at great companies. I actually worked at Curator previously. It's owned by Chris and Jimmy Mackin. So it was I learned a ton there, and I had this pool to like come back to my hometown and start like a small business marketing agency. And we did so with a couple other partners, and it just kind of all happened right when COVID happened. So we got event venues and we got restaurants and all these companies, and we just jumped without any hesitation. And it was like, all right, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to Chili's. I'm going to serve at Chili's, and we'll figure this out, right? And um it, then COVID comes and wipes out, and we were like, all right, we got to jump back in real estate. So we niched hard, and we went to where we knew best, and started growing our real estate book up. And the rest kind of been history, just really pouring back into helping agents, and we're developing some products now and our own technologies. So it's been exciting.
Yeah, I've seen some exciting stuff. So how has Dippidi evolved since its inception when you first founded it to today?
Yeah, absolutely. So just the offerings that we do and everything we've learned along the way. We started off doing a lot of content marketing. So it was a lot of custom blogs, hyperlocal articles, Facebook advertising, helping agents promote their listings on Facebook and Instagram. We became very obsessed. During the day we're working and serving, but at night it was studying and just continuous studying. And learned a lot about Google advertising, pay-per-click marketing, lead generation. It shifted into YouTube advertising and helping people promote the videos they create and produce. And now it's kind of turned into this content program with Dropz, where we have a really, really affordable program for people to get into to get a whole bundle of content from we'll review it here, but it is a lot. And now we're actually developing a unlimited marketing request program as well, where you come in, you get access to our team and can submit unlimited requests for various different things. It's not quite ready yet, but in the next few months it'll be ready to go for clients to be able to use.
That's great. I think I saw that on your website. Don't know if you meant for it to be live yet, but I did see the unlimited request page on there. Okay, so you mentioned a lot of different services. To back up a little bit, what exactly is a marketing agency? That can be like it's just like a phrase out there that people don't truly understand what it is.
Yeah, and there are a lot of different ones. I mean, you have anything from marketing agencies kind of can be broad. So I mean, it can narrow that down into various things. Some marketing agencies specialize in certain services. Like email marketing may be a specialization. So there might be an email marketing agency. You might have a branding agency to help you establish a logo and a brand identity. You might have somebody that's really specialized in advertising and helping you distribute and create campaigns to drive traffic through paid media. You might have somebody that does social media management. So it might be a social media agency. So marketing agency is very broad, but once you start peeling back some layers, you can really understand what are the specializations, what are the scopes of work that these different agencies can provide for you. That would be a good like gist in terms of marketing agents because it is broad.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And so what would you say differentiates a marketing agency like Dippidi from the traditional route agents take of like a website provider that also lets you add on paid advertising as a part of your account?
Yeah, yeah. So actually, we have a lot of partners we work with that offer services. Like, there's many of them out there. Lofty, Sierra Interactive. They've been some great partners for us over the years. But a lot of times, what happens is, if you want something more custom, if you want to set up a campaign, maybe their platform doesn't. People come to us for that. So, I just spoke to someone this morning wanting to go really heavy into like a list for 1% kind of campaign and with
Mm.
branded seller guides that we're going to be designing for them. So once it really just depends on what you're wanting to go after. Every call I have, every meeting with a potential client is very unique in a sense that I almost try to approach it as a doctor and go, all right, what is their objective? What is their goal here? We have a lot of different medicine we can prescribe, but we don't want to give them all the medicine because they don't need it.
Mhm.
So it's really just trying to find out what each person needs, their objective, and guide them that way to make sure we prescribe what they need as we're setting up these marketing campaigns.
I love that. I haven't heard that before of the we can prescribe all the medications, but you don't need them and you don't want all of them.
Right, exactly.
Bad for you. Cool. So let's now transition to Dippity Drops. It's your latest product. Can you share what is Drops and what motivated you create this product?
Yeah, absolutely. So Drops is the brainchild of trying to help people at the masses. We have a lot of people, and the industry's gotten tough. Transactions have cut, drastically due to interest rates. And so we saw this need where people wanted our help, and I couldn't tell you how many calls I jumped on where people were just they needed help, but they didn't have the budget to do so. And I was like, we really need to have something here for people who, it's a lower cost product that helps give people marketing that they need because they have all these ideas and they want to do it, but they just don't have the funding to do it, but they have the time to do it. And
Mm.
so I was trying to find something where it's lower cost, but more time that has to be invested. However, a majority of the time is taken off of your plate. So we
Mhm.
ended up creating Drops, which is basically content drops. Every week you're going to get a new blog that you can push, a social media graphics you can push, Instagram Reels, short form video script templates, long form video script templates. So like TikTok would be for the short form, Instagram Reels short form, YouTube would be the long form scripts. We're giving email scripts for pushing pushing the blog to your database. We're giving you training videos on how to do all of it. So rebranding the graphic designs on Canva, um, how to record a video using the video script and edit it on CapCut and then take it into the captions app and put the, kind of pop up captions and make it really engaging. So you're getting a mixture of all the content plus almost a course to teach you how to fish. And I mean, at the price at $39 a month for that package, it's seriously like, in my opinion, I was like, this has to be a no brainer for people, an undeniable value. And then there's multiple tiers that you can step up to. So if you don't have any platforms to distribute the content, you can go into the middle tier where we give you our Dippity platform where you can it does a lot more than what I'm about to say, but you can schedule all your social media posts. You can send the emails throughout for there. So it just helps you streamline the distribution of the content. And then that third layer there is where we'll actually take the content plan, rebrand it, and distribute it for you.
I love that. So yeah, I see all the time on all of those real estate masterminds, which I think I just invited you to one because I'm like, oh, they need to talk to Austin. All the time people ask, how do I grow my social media organically? Is there a coach? And I think you take it a step further. It's not just a course that people can sign up for and learn like, okay, great, but I still don't know what to post. Like I have some ideas, but how do I turn those ideas into tangible content? And so you're turning it into this living, breathing, ever updating course with all this content and drops, like you said, once a month of exact tangible ways to distribute the same type of content. It's kind of like, what's that phrase where you recycle the same piece of content and distribute it in different types of media?
What would that be called? There's actually apps that help you do it, but in terms of like just, I call it squeezing the lemon. Is what I call it. You
Yeah,
take your lemon and you get
there
all
you
the
go.
juice out of your content.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to spend all this time and effort creating one piece of content and only using it in one way. You can turn it into a short, you can turn it a long form, you can make multiple shorts from it, not just one short, to create a blog, a graphic. So it sounds like that Dropz does exactly that with exactly what to say on your scripts. For those people that are watching, I want to make sure I don't forget to ask this question. I forgot to ask it earlier. Where is Dippidi available? Is it available in the US? Is it also available in Canada or just US?
Yeah, so it depends on the services. Drops right now, it is more US based content in terms of it's written for US based. I know that some of the languages and the ways that we communicate are different in Canada. However, you can edit these templates. They're all templates and scripts. So if you just had to tweak it a little bit, you're more than welcome to do so. But in terms of our other like agency services, we are able to work in Canada and the United States.
Okay, very good. I know people are in Canada say, please tell us if it's in Canada before we watch the whole thing. Okay, very good. So if you're open to screen sharing, I'd love to see some examples of what someone would see, like from the initial, like, here's your new drop. What does that look like? Do they get a calendar that lays out everything? I'd love to
Yeah,
see it. Sure.
absolutely. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. I'm going to open up first the um, landing page that you would go to sign up, and then we'll walk through that. And then we will also look at the actual Drops program when you get into it. So once you come in, you can kind of get a good idea of everything that is included in this program. You'll see here, it's the monthly blueprint for real estate marketing success. So you can see how it works with a video here, and it'll walk through everything you'll need there. You can also go down to see pricing. And then the pricing, you'll see the various different plans. Again, the first plan's content only. Second plan's getting you the platform. And if you're not sure what the platform looks like, you can actually scroll up here and see a demo of the platform right here. And it will pop up to kind of see everything you'll need to within the platform. I think it's like a 10 to 15-minute demo. Then the third tier being, we'll take all the content, we'll rebrand it for you and distribute it for you. So once you go through and sign up and choose a platform here, this first one does have a free 7-day trial, so you're more than welcome to get into the system and look. But you would come in and this is what you'd be able to see. You log in and you see all the different content calendars that are available. July is currently coming soon, should be ready here in 10 days. June 2024 is right now. You can hit download content. The calendar below, you're more than welcome to print. You have access to it. But as you continue to scroll down, it's all organized by week. So you'll see, what do I need to do on week 2? What do I need to do on week 3? Right now, you're currently in week 3. So if we were to open this up, it actually takes you right into what everybody knows best, Google Drive, right? So all of your content is here for you to distribute. You have your blog content, you have your graphic designs, your social media copy, your video scripts and assets. There are some direct mail things in here, icebreaker conversations, and US weekly stats. So, you come in, you would take this and open up the blog topic, and you'd be able to take this blog and you'd be able to, basically copy and paste it on your website. So if you had a Sierra Interactive website, an Agent Fire website, a Lofty website, whatever platform you're using or tech you're using, you'd be able to create this and put it on that site. You could go back at that point, open up the graphics. There are various graphics that are non-branded. So these are just black and white, new blog post, kind of angles here. But what you could do is also go into this customizable graphic, and everything is already built for you to be able to go into Canva and open that design. And really simply, like if you have your brand built out, which we'll show you how
Mhm.
to do this on a training video, you could just shuffle and it'll change some of the colors. You can change the font to be the font of your brand. Ours is Poppins. So I could change it to Poppins, reorganize it here, make it a little smaller. You can change it that way. You could add your logo in if you wanted to add the logo. Oops. But you could go in through here and kind of get things added. Um,
I love that. Super easy.
yeah, we tried to make it as simple as we could. And then you have the copy here for all your social media posts. So once you have your graphic designs, if you wanted to distribute it on Facebook, here's options for Facebook that we give you two, your Instagram profiles, email, um, your Facebook personal profile. So we try to make this a little bit more of a, we notice that a lot of agents on their personal channels will use like questions to be able to just drum up comments. And so
Mhm.
we make these that way to try to get some more engagement from them. You got LinkedIn, Twitter if you want to use it as well. You do have the video scripts. I love these. This is one of my favorite things to use. If you don't want to do video, you can use the reel. We make like a reel that's available for you to use where it's just like a motion graphic
Mhm.
to be able to, post some sort of video here for you. Now, we do make a script though, where you can go in and really, make a short form video. So it gives you instructions on how to do it. Here's a video training directly on YouTube of how to edit the Instagram reel with your smartphone and CapCut. There's a caption when you post it, and the script is below. The video that you watch there is me awkwardly, painstakingly reading a script, building like you're watching it live and taking it from there, editing it in CapCut, and then adding it in caption. So it's a whole process that I teach you all in this video, and I think it might be like 25 minutes. Bye-bye. So you're watching all the editing all the way from like the awkwardness of reading the script.
That's great. There was some app, how I wish I have it in memory and I don't. I wrote it down somewhere, who knows where, that a couple of people recommended at FubCon, an app that will show you, like, you can copy and paste your script into this app and it'll move as you're looking at the phone. You can set like the pace,
Oh,
and
like a
maybe there was even
teleprompter.
one that detected what you were saying, and it only moved on the script as it was moving with you. And I really
Yes.
wish I could remember it. It was Kendall, I forgot her last name. Kendall shared it, so I'll ask her and I'll put it in the description of what that
Yeah. Yeah,
app.
man, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a few different ones out there. I had a teleprompter app that did that. I even think almost the captions app might have something like that too. But we also have direct mail templates, so you can come into here and see all the various direct mail templates that are available. Again, these are Canva templates, so you can edit them and customize them, insert your logo. You just got to
Mhm.
use the template. Um, we
Have
have
you ever
iceberg.
had, sorry to interrupt you, with
No, no
the
worries.
have you ever had anyone use QR codes towards landing pages or?
Yes. So QR codes are something you could definitely do. Like if you wanted to add in on your direct mailer, let's say you did this angle here and you wanted to make a mailer like this, you could add in a QR code. There's a various QR code builders that are out there. Some are free, and you could create that QR code, add it into the template, and then you print these up and use them in a mailing campaign.
Mhm.
We do have the US weekly stats. These are basically like Instagram reels that cover a stat. So you can see here, according to NAR, 58% of homes sold. It kind of goes over a statistic. So you're getting one of these once a week.
Mhm. And what's nice with the content calendar, correct me if I'm wrong, but you give them the whole month at once. And so for someone who's a planner like me, you could take all of the scripts that you need to record and just schedule like an hour or two, knock them all out. That way you don't have to keep creating the scripts like once a week or a couple times a week.
Exactly. Yeah. So you'll see in that video where I'm going slow in the video editing and the reading the script, that took me 25 minutes to teach somebody how to make the video. Once you get going, you can fly through it. So you can make your short form videos probably in 15 minutes per video as you get the process going. And so, I mean, what takes an hour to get, some short form video content done. You have all your blogging already done. And then also once a month, basically here's the whole month right here as you log in. But on week 1 of every month, we also make a lead magnet. And so you're going to get an ebook as well. Now, again, this one's not templated or branded, but you can go in and we make these ebooks for you.
And are those once a month as well?
You get these once a month. So in week 1 of every month, you'll get access to this and you'll be able to come in, edit the template, rebrand it. So that way it's a branded ebook that you could use. And we actually have a training video that shows you how to take this as well as the social media graphics, because we're making like basically a campaign for you. You can do it on post stories. People can download this ebook and it can generate you leads. So we actually show you how to set up a Facebook business manager, Facebook ad account, your pixel, get it installed on your site, and actually build out retargeting audiences. We show you and teach you everything you would need to do to be able to do it yourself. And every month you have a new piece of content that you can use as a lead magnet to generate leads.
Nice. That's awesome. Sorry if I missed it. If you go back one more to where everything is, what is icebreakers?
Yes. So the icebreakers are really like conversation starters that you could have with people. So, basically, they're things you could send out in a text message or maybe a short email, or they're really just kind of even like a Facebook campaign. They're just like really good conversation starters in the industry that you'd be able to use.
That's great. Wow. So you just dropped a lot. I just want to make sure I had a lot of questions, but you answered a lot of them. So thank you for sharing like almost, I don't know, one of your drops and everything that was included in it. That was really generous of you to share. People
Yeah,
can,
absolutely.
if I can steal that and you're like, oh, I'll take that one really quick. And then that could be your free trial with Dropz if you want to do that.
It only makes sense that we drop everything on you with Dropz, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay, I need to go through my questions, make sure I didn't miss anything.
No,
Do
no
you have
worries.
any specific clients you can think of that have started using Dropz that have any sort of success stories they've shared with you of using
Yes. So it's about a month old. So it's a fairly new offering. We do already have about 15 to 20 people signed up for it. So it's getting a good traction here in the first month. We have a lot of people that actually signed up for the platform one. So not necessarily us doing it for them yet. But we do have people signing up for the drops with the platform, because I haven't actually gone into the platform, which we can do that too. But the platform gives you a lot of different things to distribute. It has a funnel builder, so you can build a funnel. You could replace, an app like a appointment link app where you have a calendar you can integrate. You have the social media planner to distribute on your Google business profile, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the various channels all at once. So you could take that copy and distribute it fast. So in that first tier, you're getting the content. That second one's become somewhat of the more popular so far, because everybody likes the capabilities that you can do within the platform too.
Yeah, yeah. And so would you ever have clients who work with you on your with your main marketing agency plus also using Dropz?
Yeah, we have a few already doing that. So we have a client that is using the Dropz platform and the content to distribute and have organic going out. And then they use us for our advertising services, so we can also generate leads through Google search ads and Facebook and Instagram ads to get them, buyers and seller leads too. And it, depending on their tech stack, like some people might have, Agent Fire for their website, Follow Up Boss for the CRM, key technologies for their action plans, Smart Alto to help nurture the or not nurture,
Locate the
aggregate and,
sellers.
and and yeah,
Yep.
find the sellers. So we're able to generate a lead from Google that came in through a home search campaign, but Smart Alto helps them find out that this person also indeed has a home to sell. Meanwhile, Key Technologies is following up. So I mean, it's just like big web of
Right. You kind of
vendors to
work
create
with
a.
anything, kind of how Smart Alto works with anything. And you can use all of these platforms, although it may seem from an outsider very fragmented and confusing. They all are working together because they all go into the hub, which is Follow Up Boss, the CRM of like you've got your website, you've got Dippidi, you've got Smart Alto, you've got some other type of nurturing platform like Fellow or Real
Yep.
Scout. You've got the automations from our team re-engaging those people. You've got the smart list and follow-up boss telling you who to call. And then you've got people re-engaging and hopefully responding to those automations. So it's kind of all working in synergy with each other.
Yep, exactly. Like we just got a few clients that are using us for kind of driving more volume through their fellow nurture system. So we're using a lot of Facebook ads in that scenario, capturing the leads through Facebook, generating them, and then pushing them through a third party bridge like Zapier to Fellow. So that way we can capture more leads and get more people nurturing through Fellow. So there is so many different ways we can cut it. Again, like I said, when I jump on a call, it's seeing what they have, what techs are they invested in, what techs do they want to invest in, where they want to head, and just try to help them piece it together to build up that tech stack and strategy that we can help them implement.
That's great. So you teased the unlimited marketing, and I'd love to hear more about that. But I'm just curious, what are some future plans you have for the marketing agency and for Dropz?
Yeah. So with Dropz, it's continuing to listen to the customers as we get some feedback here and see is there other content pillars that they'd like to have added in here. Are they wanting to have a various angle that could be an opportunity that we could start adding into the program? That would be with Dropz. With the unlimited marketing request portal, that is basically going to be a subscription-based model where you pay a flat rate, you get a license, and you get the ability to submit unlimited requests for various different services: video editing, blogging, graphic designs, logo design, whatever it may be. You can submit these requests for. So if you're a broker and you have teams and agents underneath, you now have basically a content team behind you that you can give all your agents user access to be able to submit their own requests and basically get fulfilled various different marketing deliverables or collateral that they may want or have a desire for. So that's coming very soon. I just had my meeting with our developer this past week, and it is close, very close to beta. So I'm excited to be able to bring that to the community and have some people try it out for us.
Wow, wow, for sure. I'm excited to see that once it drops and see what people have to say. How do you stay ahead on like any new social media platforms? Like I mentioned at the beginning, there seems to be so many. And how do you decide we're going to invest time in this? Like Instagram Threads, is that even still a thing anymore? I don't know. There are probably some that have come and gone that I've forgotten about, but how do you select and choose what platforms to work with?
Yeah, I think naturally just being a practitioner and being involved in social media and being involved in media and really just trying things. Like if something comes out and I read about it, I download it immediately. I'm not a skeptical of it. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see, what it does, how could it be a utility? And then from there you can watch it evolve. And as it's evolving, I wouldn't say we're the first cutting edge to everything, but as you listen to people, follow the eyeballs, and listen to what people are needing, that's where we go, all right, well, maybe TikTok is becoming more an advertising platform we should be investing in. So that's kind of where my head's at right now, kind of circling. Is like, what can we do from a TikTok ads perspective for real estate lead generation? Um, there's what I found by running a few campaigns is it's really hard to get people to leave TikTok. They just stay on and keep going, but you get a really good amount of impressions. So, it really just being a practitioner and seeing what is coming, what's working, trying new trends, testing things out, and eating our own dog food is what I like to say.
Yeah, and you have to take into consideration the average demographic of people who will be using these apps, and do you want to appeal to that demographic? Because some apps may just be only teenagers, so you
Right.
may not want to spend the time on that app.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so
But
last,
you may have a plan for as people are younger, like, you got Publix, it's a grocery store. They hand out cookies to every kid. As a
oh,
kid
right.
growing up there, I was getting cookies and balloons from Publix every time we went to the grocery store. I don't know if this is by design, but it made you happy as a kid to go to the grocery store and you liked Publix. So, I
Yeah.
mean, there's, even if there are platforms out there, is there a segment where you're, if it's a 18 to 24-year-old age group, are you wanting to try to come up with something to appeal to them? So as they get older and get into home ownership, they already know who
Right.
you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Not just thinking about the now ready business, but also nurturing those people so that they feel, um, what's the word? They feel committed, or they feel, I don't know what the word is, but they feel committed to you. They want to work with you.
Yeah, they've already built that trust just from the content you've put out to them all this time.
Yeah, for sure. So last question for you before I let you go. If people were interested in getting started with Dropz or Dippidi, where should they go?
Yeah. So if they were interested in going to Dippidi for like our agency services, you could just go on Dippidi.com, and we have a link there to schedule a demo, schedule a discovery call, and we'll be able to hop on one-on-one and learn a little bit about your business and how we can help. If you're interested in Dippidi Drops, it's Dippidi Drops with a Z .com. And I'll give you the link too as well if you want to put that into the description. And that's where you'd go to review the Dippidi Drops program and be able to select a package there. Again, if you were interested in just trying it out and seeing the content, there is a 7-day trial there for you to be able to come into the system and check it all out.
Oh, that's great with the 7-day trial. I lied. I said I had one more question, but I have one more.
Let's hear
I'm
it.
curious, where did the name Dippidi come from?
Yes, so that's a great question. So in marketing, I believe and we believe that it is about creating moments of serendipity, that aha moment that, oh, I was just thinking about these
Oh,
tennis
okay.
shoes. I look, they just popped up in my news feed. Like that's just so serendipitous that these shoes that
Yeah.
I wanted are in my news feed. So we believe in marketing, you should be creating those moments of serendipity. And so we just took the word and had fun with
There
it.
you go. Just Dippidi. I love it. All right. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you, Austin. I know people will find this service really helpful. As far as I know, there's really not anything like this that exists, especially within the same company where you have your digital marketing agency and now these drops. So that's going to be really valuable for the community.
No, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to just share it with the community. And thank you for having us, Elena.
Thanks. Take care.
You too.